Hey guys, it is Cheesy here, and today I am going to be comparing NHL 17 with NHL 18 side by side. Right now it's just NHL 18 in the background, but in a bit I'll start with the comparison. Pretty much what I did was I recorded the first 5 minutes of each game, and I'm just going to play the two gameplay videos side by side. They're going to be uncut and I won't commentate over them, and I'll switch between the in-game audio as well. I try my best to sync up the game, and it is decent. However, the NHL 18 intro took a little longer and I didn't want to skip it, so it may not be synced perfectly. After the 5 minutes, I'll give my thoughts and kind of my review of NHL 18, and finally, before I start, if you notice some low quality at times or video glitches, it's probably because I haven't fully figured out how to record PS4 yet. I'm primarily a PC gamer, so you might notice my FPS counter at the top and little things like that, but my bad. Anyway, I'm going to let the comparison play. I'll be back in 5 minutes to give my opinion, but for now, enjoy the video.
Good evening, everyone. Along with Eddie Olczyk, Mike Emmerich. Tonight we have East against West. What's one of the best things about this?
Well, I think for the fans is realizing that you're going to be able to see every team in the National Hockey League come into your building. It makes for a great brand of hockey.
We direct our attention to the nets and the starting goalies. Murray's the starter tonight as the season rolls on. So many hours with the goalie coach, and it's worked for him and for the Penguins. Pecorine is the starter almost all the time. He's the finisher. An NHL All-Star, he followed up being the winningest goalie in the AHL in Milwaukee with being winningest in the NHL in Nashville. Opening face-off is just seconds away. Crosby's ready for the opening face-off for the Penguins. Johansson's there for the Predators. Opening face-off done. Play in. The Penguins through the neutral zone controlling the play. One into another.
Better get your head up. That's a solid hit that he had to take there.
Outstanding save with a glove. I think it's time we hear from Ray Ferraro.
One of the real good ideas that the NHL had over the last couple of years was to get teams into each other's building every year. You get bored watching the same teams all the time. I know I hated it as a player where you seem like you play the same 4 or 5 teams all the time. This is way better for
Kick save, outstanding. Nashville's up the settling thing. Lets a shot go. Trying to go to Sheary. Onside. Solid defensive position there. Passing one off now to Johansson. Nice move to shake on through. Pushing it on in the defensive zone. Keeps it going up the wing. Thrown in. The Predators starting back in their own end. Kicked out of the scrum. Shoots. They score! A first one of the game, and it's early.
Defensive zone for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Great instincts, great passer, and when you're a forward and you have a defenseman like Chris Letang on the ice, you better be ready because he has the ability to get you the puck.
Takes that pass from the other point man. Moving it to Malkin. And he steps in. Quick centering pass to the slot. Outstanding save. What magic even to get there and get the shot off. Terrific glove save. A tad over 5 minutes have passed. Neither goalie has made any mistakes so far. We have a winner. Up the wing still with possession and with hope. Points it. Chip to Bonino. That's great defense. Play is stopped. There is a signal. We just wanted to see who it is he's taking off. The Penguins guilty of a minor penalty for using the stick blade. Just a hook.
The referees are looking for this. Anytime you stop skating and reach with your stick and pull on the opponent, you're going to the penalty box.
There's always a start to your power play night, and this is number one. They win it. He's got that pass at the point. Fires a shot. Out, what a save! Score! A power play goal!
Back-to-back chances in the low slot, and he scored on the second one.
Murray's trying to cover the bottom of the net, but the puck beats him anyway.
Some shots, only one goal.
A lot of opportunities. Love the mindset of getting pucks and people to the net.
So that was the 5-minute comparison. Pretty much the first thing that I noticed was the presentation and graphics. I realized that nothing has changed from NHL to 17 in terms of visuals. There are super small differences, like in colors of things and stuff, but really it is exactly the same. I think the little pregame thing that the announcers do was actually exactly the same, like it was the exact same thing. But in my opinion, NHL 18's presentation is super old. I think that they need to redo it a bit, but it's not really important. And next up, I'm going to talk about gameplay. So this was a full sim, and it's CPU versus CPU, and I can say that I did notice some changes in the AI. I saw that in NHL 18, it was a little faster paced. There was a lot less board play, which I like, and usually there were some quick passes and shots rather than one guy just bringing it into the zone. I think that what this does is kind of makes the game a little faster, and so NHL 18 was definitely a bit more faster paced than NHL 17. Other than those, though, I really did not notice any other major gameplay changes. Obviously, I know that there are the new deeks and the new defensive skill stick and stuff, but I couldn't see too many examples of these new features making like a really big impact in the game. In a human game, I understand that there would be probably more use of these new features like deeks and stuff, but I really don't see them improving the game all that much. Like, I know it's a big change, kind of, but it's not necessarily an improvement. So I've been playing NHL like for a while now. I've played annually from 09 to 15, and then I skipped 16, and now 17 and 18, and then I've also played some older games like I think 02, 03, 07, and 08. So I've certainly played a lot of NHL, and I can say that while I find the gameplay mostly fun, it is extremely repetitive. I really think that NHL needs to make a change in skating and shooting, just to name two things, because I think these are some of the most important aspects of the game, and instead of focusing on adding new deeks, maybe I think they should add new ways to shoot, or like different animations and things. One thing that I thought about was, if I didn't pay any attention to any of the trailers or advertising of NHL 18's new gameplay features, so if I didn't know about the new deeks, if I didn't know about the new defensive stuff, so if I didn't know about this and someone showed me NHL 18 gameplay like this here, I would probably take a while to realize it was a new game. Like, there are some things graphically I would notice, probably like the Adidas logo on the jerseys or updated rosters or something, but I wouldn't actually notice much change in the actual game. In summary, I think NHL 18's gameplay is a little faster paced than NHL 17, and that's really all I can say. I guess you could say that that makes the gameplay a tiny bit better, having it more fast paced, but it's not a substantial change. That is my opinion on gameplay. Now, I believe gameplay is the most important thing, but there are other features which do make the NHL series fun. There have been decent improvements to GM mode I've noticed this year. Threes is pretty fun as well, and while I don't play HUD, I assume it's fun for those who play it. But I believe that NHL 18 is an okay, probably mostly mediocre game. The gameplay changes are not substantial enough for me to say it's a good game. As fun as GM mode and other secondary modes are, I just cannot enjoy NHL 18 as much as I would if it had good gameplay. So that is pretty much it. That is my opinion on the comparison between NHL 17 and 18, and keep in mind that this is just gameplay. I definitely do want to hear what you guys have to say in the comments. Maybe you think that NHL 18's gameplay is really great, and I guess I'd be open to hearing why. I'm definitely going to be making more NHL videos, even if I'm not a huge fan of the gameplay, because I still like GM mode and stuff. So I said that this was kind of like my review of NHL 18, and so my final verdict is that NHL 18 really isn't worth it. What I did last year, I enjoyed NHL 17 last year, but that was because I skipped NHL 16, and so in the future I might wait a year. So once again, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Once again, feel free to leave a comment on your opinion about NHL 17 and 18. And thank you guys for watching, and for now, I will see you later. Bye.